back to the drawing board and see what is it that did not work. Some problem in my communication, in my messaging, uh, in my approach to the market itself, right? I'll give you an example of a pizza. A pizza is a pizza is a pizza globally, right? How do people innovate? People innovate by the toppings and the base. Maybe they do it different. Every country, every culture has a localized version of a pizza.
So that's what, sir, you mentioned marketing plays role.
Yes, marketing and effective marketing, and also product has or service has to keep innovating and move with the times. Unless you are a very high legacy brand, right? So we have this biscuit company, Parle-G in India, which has the same packaging, same biscuit from God knows how many decades. It works for them. They've built it, right? That doesn't mean it will work for everybody. Right? So product innovation and listening to customers, I think, is the most important part.
Sir, how do you handle financial health and cash flow in a growing startup?
Yeah, very important question actually. And a lot of people, if they are growing healthily, they have good sales, good numbers, don't pay attention till it's too late to this part of their business. And see, finance is not accounting, right? Accounting is something different, which is a general ledger keeping, bookkeeping, and you are aware of it. Now, finance strategy is holistically looking at your entire financial picture, historically, the present, and also have an eye on the future, quarter by quarter, or at least next 6 months. You should have a foresight and have contingency plans in place, that if this does not work out, this means something, right? Maybe you have a decline in your sales. Maybe you need to invest in a new market, new product, new service. Can I do it? If not, do I have contingency plans in place? And you always need to plan one step ahead. So there cannot be ad hoc things happening that, oh, next month I got X number of orders, and that is orders, or there's a high demand, and that's where I need to now start raising my finance and start calling people that please give me money, please. No. So when you have a holistic picture of your entire finance, right, going into the details of every little part, sitting with your finance team if you have one, sitting with your chartered accountants, or if you have an outside financial advisor, I think a healthy habit is to look at it in detail, in depth, at least once a week, right? And then strategize about it in a monthly meeting, go over it as per your quarterly annual plans. And a lot of people make mistakes here, especially those who are in the habit of raising venture capital. They think that once the money finishes, we'll raise more, and we'll keep raising more, and the sales will keep happening. No, it doesn't happen like that. You need to have a very robust financial system in place, and also keep all your team members involved in the finance function. So marketing has to be involved in finance to know where the money is going, what is the return on the spends on marketing. Sales has to be involved. Your HR has to be involved on how much money is being spent on your employees. Why is it being spent? Is it giving enough returns? And so on and so forth, right? Customer service also has to be involved in finance at times, right? So yeah, and a lot of people, that's where they start making the mistakes, where a founder or the CEO thinks only I should be looking at finance, and then starts making those mistakes and decisions.
So that's why you mentioned foundation of business is a core element.
Correct.
Yeah. So looking back, what's the best piece of leadership advice you have ever received? Stayed with you?
Yeah, very hard to pin down, but there's something again from my very early years, and in fact, the first sale that I mentioned earlier in this conversation, when I sold something to a great leader from the US who had thousands of stores. And during our first meeting itself, he told me that business is all about people, right? And I was very happy, and I said, yeah, right. He said, no, wait. So business is all about